I'm Jim Csek with Colona Now, and we're doing our Need to Know. This is our second segment of Need to Know. Today, let's start off with CBC. Is my volume working? We're working on some of the kinks here. There you go. So we're going to start off in 5 things this morning. Catherine Tate there saying that it'd be a really tough thing if we lost the CBC. And I guess one of the comments I would make on that is, so much faith has been lost in media in the last little while, last few years. But then if we see what happened with CTV firing 2 employees when they doctored a video to make Pierre Poilievre look bad, and now in the States we're having a similar thing happen with ABC News, I think media, including our industry, has to earn some of that trust back and make sure that we're unbiased and we're not like editing videos and doing different things to make other political opponents look bad. I think that's a tough thing, and it's a tough thing to defend, right? Wouldn't you say, Jason? Jason's on the mic back there. We're actually producing the show. Any comments on that?
Yeah, I mean, how can you trust?
It probably has too many comments back there.
Yeah, exactly. The first one is, remember back in the day when, you had photographic evidence and that was like empirical evidence? We're entering into an era where that is no longer relevant.
The CTV one is extremely troubling in Canada, especially when, like they're editing videos. They did fire those 2 employees, but you have to wonder how that even like existed in that newsroom. The second thing we want to talk about is the WiRobot event went last night. It looked pretty impressive. Jason's got some video there. This is the picture of the cyber cab as it kind of like they had it on display. That was the reveal of the cyber cab or Robo taxi. These cars are without steering wheels and without pedals. So this is a straight up Robo taxi, and I think we're going to see, and that's where you put all your luggage and stuff like that. So quite a big trunk in there. This was all held in the Warner Brothers studio. We've got some full screen. There's Elon Musk getting into the cyber cab. And I think they had 20 of these cyber cabs roaming around the studio, and then also complemented with a bunch of Model Ys that were all in autonomous driving. I think they had about 50 vehicles altogether that were kind of roaming around. And the people that were there were allowed to kind of ride in those cars. They were all fully autonomous. Nobody using the steering wheel or the gas or the brakes or anything like that. Not gas, electric, obviously. The stock hasn't reacted very well with it last night. I think they wanted more details. There's some other cool things that were revealed last night, including the Robo van. This looks like out of Tron, I think. What do you think, Jason? Out of Tron?
Yeah, it's all very futuristic. It's every one of these pieces looks like some sort of futuristic movie that.
That van carries up about 20 people, and it's almost like a lounge inside. It's pretty. If that's what mass transit looks like, sign me up, right? Because that looks pretty damn impressive, right?
Look how many people come out. Remember the old Stuff the Bus in the 70s?
Yeah. This is like a luxury mass transit vehicle, right? And I like how it's so low to the ground too, right? So pretty impressive. That's the inside of this Robo van. Again, there's no steering wheel, there's no nothing. It's just all electric, no driver. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, amazing.
And then the last thing we're going to show you, they unveiled a lot of the Optimus stuff last night. And Optimus, they had about 20 Optimuses there. And Optimus was doing a dance party, singing happy birthday to people. And also, I think he was making drinks, right?
We do here. We'll just make that one full screen.
Right? I mean, the cars themselves are robots, but that's a biped robot that I think most people would R2D2, right? Mm-hmm. And CP30. Right, there you go. Let's move on to election coverage. I think Colona Now is doing some of the best election coverage. We have a little promo video that we've done up, and then we've done a page that links to, I think, Jason, if you run that video first of all.
Get ready to engage with the voices that matter. Colona Now has gathered more Central Okanagan candidates in the provincial election than any other news source, giving you the chance to truly meet the individuals vying to represent you as MLA. Discover what issues drive them, hear their perspectives, and see how they tackle the tough questions. This is your opportunity to connect with the candidates and make an informed decision before you cast your vote. Don't miss out. Check out our exclusive coverage and empower your voting choice.
No, Kent's got most of those candidates. We've got a page up on Colona Now that has all the videos in one place. I think we're only missing one Conservative candidate from the Colona Lake Country Coldstream riding. That's Tara Armstrong. We're still reaching out to her to try to get her in there for her 5-minute interview with Kent. I've also done a bunch of 30-minute interviews, and I'm missing a few of them. I'm missing 3 Conservatives. And I think 1 NDP. We reached out to all of them again to see if we can get them to fill that out. But if you go to Colona Now, you're going to find that story. And then you'll find all the videos in there. So it's a great place to go and learn about the candidates, right? So I advise you to go to Colona Now and take a look at that. The last thing we're going to talk about today, the unemployment rate in Canada fell marginally from 6.6 to 6.5 across Canada. But BC, not so good. It actually rose here in British Columbia from 5.8 to 6%. So again, another sign that BC's economy is slowing. Any comments, Jason, on anything?
Yeah, just the Tesla event was far bigger and more encompassing than I imagined, and just looks absolutely incredible. So I think that's the highlight for me out of this package of news.
One of the cool things out of the Tesla event that they showed, and I don't know if you can grab it in time, but they showed like say a stadium, like down in Vancouver, or let's say, I think LA or something like that, a parking lot. They showed the stadium, and then you see the massive parking lots all around the stadium. And they say if you have robo-taxis and that you don't need the parking lots, those can all be turned into park space. And it looked pretty impressive how they did some of the renderings there, that how much park space the cities get back. And he's racing to see if he can grab something there.
It's not looking like it.
But anyway, maybe we'll have that for the next one. So we're going to do these need to knows every day. 5 days a week, not on the weekends, but every day. So,
maybe touch on election day coverage. Do we want to talk a little bit?
Yeah, election day coverage for sure. So election day coverage will be here at the desk prior to the polls closing. I think we're going to start around 7 o'clock, and we'll be here right to the end till we call the election. With me will be Renee Merrifield, and she knows all the candidates. So I think that's a great thing. We'll have lots of good back and forth. We'll have all the reporters out at the different offices out there talking to the people, talking to the candidates, and we'll wrap that up once we know who forms government this year. So that'll be on Friday, October 19th, the day after my birthday too. So if you want to send in some well wishes for me, great. Other than that, if you got any feedback, we'd love to hear it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our newsletter that goes out daily to 30,000 people in the central Okanagan. Follow us on X and on TikTok. And we have an Instagram channel that's actually up and running too. So until tomorrow, well, not tomorrow. Sorry about that. Until Monday. Have a great weekend.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Colona Now, local, independent. News you can trust.